Many parts of Ireland have been blanketed in snow following the worst snowstorms in more than 30 years.
Train services and flights were also badly hit once more.
The military has been called in around the UK to help.
Red alert warnings remain in place for large parts of the country.
During Storm Emma, we received numerous calls from the ambulance service. When you have a helicopter, your response is quicker. I mean, plus you have the experience of the helicopter crew. They're invaluable.
Every time we launch, there's a chance we may not be able to achieve what we aim to do. To effect a rescue, you have to be able to see what you're trying to rescue. And if when you get there, you can't either safely get to the location because of the weather, or you can't see because of the weather, then you can't effect a rescue.
Any 24-hour period, there's a team of 6 people on shift together. 2 pilots, the 2 recrew and the 2 engineers work together. At the start of the shift, they all sit down together, they all discuss what's coming up. It's not 2 or 3 separate entities, they work together as a team.
Within search and rescue, everything is about planning and pre-planning, and the weather plays a major part in what we do. Where are we going? What is the weather here? What is the weather there? And what is the weather where we have to go afterwards, whether it be back to here or a hospital. Once we lift, well then you've got all the stakeholders at play. The National Ambulance Service, Mountain Rescue Team, MRCC themselves. So you could have 3 4-way communications on any mission. With this type of operation, there is no kind of clock to get airborne on this. You get airborne when you're ready. There's never the wrong time to do the right thing, so you slow down, you get everything in place, and then you go. When we took over at 1 o'clock, we went through everything as per normal. What proceeded then was a full day of heavy wind and constant snow. We were tasked by MRCCs for a very young baby who had stopped breathing sometime in the middle of the night.
I had 2 premature babies. They were in incubators for 2 weeks, so they weren't even that long home, really. And we were just so terrified. First time mum, you know, of twins. Then Friday night, we sat down to watch the Late Late Show, feeding the boys, and Keelan just stopped breathing on me, and it was horrific. He was, I'd say, over a minute he wasn't breathing, so we're on the phone to the ambulance, and obviously they couldn't get near us because the snow was so deep. He started breathing eventually, and they reassured us that if it happened again, to call.
You reassure them. I mean, that's the most important thing, that help will come.
On arrival, we're winching over a built-up area, so we're using a large helicopter to winch over a built-up area with houses, church steeples, masts, aerials, all in play. Finally, we elected to winch to the front garden of the house next door.
The gutter was blocking our door, so Derek actually had to climb in under the gutter.
Baby Keelan was right beside his twin brother. A good, healthy, strong child versus a very lethargic, very sleepy baby.
He just took Keelan, and it was like I could trust him.
Checked his blood sugar, checked his oxygen levels, decided straight away that the child definitely had to be airlifted to hospital.
I was first. I don't know, I think it was just so nerve-wracking, but Derek kept on reassuring me and saying, it's okay, relax, and you know, it's gonna be grand, and kind of making jokes, and without even knowing I was up there, like, and just waiting for Keelan to come up after me.
Winching the child up into the aircraft, regardless of how many times you might think you know what you're doing, you will double and triple check all your pieces of kit. Not only is it something we don't do very often, it's a delicate thing to do. For me, the sigh of relief was when we basically got the child off the ground, into the aircraft, and we departed the scene safely.
Like, when I look back on it, I don't know how I wasn't frantic. I think it was Derek's manner that just put me at ease. To this day, like, they've been amazing.
When we came in, they were actually only just back, and the red phone rang again. So the first call out of my shift was to a 6-year-old child in respiratory distress.
A little town called Kilkeel. We hear it's near Blessington, and they're looking.
Having come back, the aircraft's refueled, back in the hangar. We were tasked again at around 1600 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
A 73-year-old male. He's in need of dialysis. They have no way of getting him out.
That was the last of 6 calls in a very short time during Storm Emma. Yeah. To be needed and to be able to be there so many times in such a short space of time, in such challenging conditions, is epic. It was amazing couple of days.
Getting someone rescued and finding out that they're okay, you can't beat that feeling.
As an engineer, you know, being able to look after this, what is a great aircraft, you know, and providing the service that we do gives you a lot of satisfaction.
What's most rewarding is when you actually see a duty crew get a task when the phone goes, formulate a plan with all 6 crew members and executing that plan.
Bringing people home, helping them. That's the best thing. I'm going to have to stop because I'm going to tear up.